Hi everyone, I'm Noctis Kyrios, your catboy assassin from the future, who's also a singer, and is at your service. And today, we're going to be reacting to all of the Wuthering Waves boss themes from version 2.0. So yeah, I haven't heard these before, and I'm going to see if these boss themes are any good. And if they and if Wuthering Waves has stepped up their game from the previous versions. But yeah, with that said, let's dive in and start with Hecate's boss OST. So yeah, let's go. Okay. Okay. Ooh, loving the piano on this. For sure, loving the piano on this as well. Very much loving the piano so far. Okay. Okay. Definitely very, very epic. For sure. Okay, before we move into phase 2, I want to talk about phase 1 real quick before we move on to phase 2. Very much a good opening. Very, very good opening. Very solid opening for a boss theme, for sure. It's very much very epic. Very much orchestral focused, which makes sense considering that the boss that this is tied to is very much a sort of almost like a conductor-esque, especially with the boss's mannerisms. If you played the story, you know who this boss is tied to. I will not spoil it here, but this is honestly, I love all of how it very much feels like very, very dark and very, like there's still something like bubbling under the surface almost. And there's a greater danger just bubbling under the surface. Like, no, like this is just the beginning almost, it feels. And that we are not done here. And I just love how it's very much like very almost elegant as well. In a sense, there's this sense of elegance as well in there with the violins just dancing on top as well, and with the piano dancing on top as well, with how fast the piano is being played there as well. And it really just feels like a dance, and almost like yeah, and it's almost like a ballet, almost a little bit as well, in a sense. But yeah, let's move on to this phase 2. Okay, right off the bat. Okay, power right off the bat. Ooh, okay, that piano. Okay, go hard, go off. Okay, before we get to phase 3, let's talk about phase 2. Definitely a lot faster than phase 2, for sure. Definitely a lot faster than phase 1, my bad. Correction, phase 1. Phase 2 is definitely a lot faster than phase 1. That is for sure. The speed really, in phase 2, the speed really picked up. Really just started to get faster and faster. Especially with that piano. Just, it went so fast with just going up and down the piano scale there. And just, I love that little sprinkling of a little bit of opera in there as well. I love that little sprinkling in there of that operatic voice as well. Very, very clear, the voice there is very, very clear, very, very resonant, very much pierces through all the instruments, and just beautiful. I love how it isn't, and I love how it's just little sprinklings in there. Like, it isn't like everywhere, like the operatic voice isn't like everywhere. It's just those little pinches of opera in there, just to give you a little bit of a taste, you know? And I love how it starts to incorporate more and more of the electronic sound with the synthesizers, and just, yeah, dude. And it really just starts to kick up the pace, and really just signifies that, yo, you're definitely in it now. Like, and we're going to pick up the pace here. And you got to pick up the pace, or else you're going to get wrecked. All right, yeah. Then, yeah, let's bring it back a couple of seconds, and let's go. Okay. Well, damn. Oh, and I think that there was an organ there as well. Okay. the little change. Okay. Alright, I'll make note of that. I'll talk about it later. Oh, I love that. Oh, dude. Dude, that was excellent. That phase 3, man, that was just chef's kiss, man. Just so gosh dang good. Just so much happening in there, and just, that's so good. Oh, dude. Let's talk about it. I honestly loved it. That was very big, very epic, very, very much like 2 different moods in there as well. And I love that. And I believe there was an organ in there that really helps to accentuate that evil mood to it. And what I loved about the first half of phase 3, or at least like the first portion of phase 3, is that it's very much very evil sounding, very dark evil sounding. Like all the evil and darkness has finally come to the surface and finally climaxed. We really hit the climax of all the darkness and evil that we have to fight against. And that organ really helps to accentuate that evil mood, the evil villainous mood, you know? Especially like how it's very much the way it's played as well, and just everything coming together, man, and just very big with all the drums and just everything in the first half of phase 3. And then the second half, or like the second portion of phase 3, it changes. I like that it very much, like, there's a change in tone to the song as well that you can notice. Very much sounds lighter and almost happier and more heroic. And it really feels like that change in almost tone really feels like you have an opportunity for a heroic moment, that you, the main protagonist, have an opportunity to shine through with your heroic moment to finally end this battle, and hopefully end this battle, you know? Like, it's very much with all of the choirs and the opera and just all of the strings and everything, and then very much like, and how it cut out the organ, is very much gives off that heroic vibe, and I love it, dude. Like, man, that was just, that change really got me, man. It really got me. And of course, it then loops back into the first part of phase 3, where it's very much dark. And it almost feels like when it comes back, it almost feels like, well, you have a heroic moment, like it isn't over yet. Almost feels like the boss is telling you it isn't over yet, and that you still have to fight. And then when it comes back to the heroic theme at the end, it really is signifying that this is the end, and this is your heroic moment, that you can end it all and end this fight. But yeah, overall, man, just great stuff. It is definitely very, very good, man. Holy crap. But yeah, let's move on to the next boss theme then. Alright, here we are with the next boss theme, which is Lorelei's boss theme, which is a world boss as well as a boss from the story. But yeah, I'm super excited to hear and break down what this song sounds like. So yeah, with that said, let's go. Okay. Starting off heavy right off the bat. Okay. Oh, opera? Okay. Okay, bringing in a bit of the sense in the back. Okay. Oh, that little arpeggio. Okay. All right, let's pause for a sec here. I know people hate it when reactors pause, but tough luck. Kidding. But yeah, I just want to talk about it since we're halfway through the song. And yeah, overall, man, just from what I'm hearing so far, gosh damn, holy crap, they cooked. They cooked with this one for sure. But yeah, I love it. It's just, it very much gives off, right off the bat, it goes it's very, very heavy, very big, very epic. Right off the bat, as I said before. And just, I love the opera singer in this as well. It's like, just wow. Including opera in this and making this an opera piece is very, very good and very amazing. and just mixing in a bit of that, as well as making an opera piece. They're mixing in a bit of that almost modern sound to it, less modern electronic sound to it, and especially with, and really like just great stuff, man. I love it, especially with the sort of drums and like, I think there was a synth in there as well, just like with like the sound, modern like electronic sound in there, I believe, and just I love the singer's voice, man. Her voice it really gives off a feeling of, while it is heavy, very big, very epic, it also feels very light and graceful as well. So far, it feels like almost like a soft dance, almost like you're gliding, almost a glide, like a gliding dance, like you're dancing, gliding on water. Very much, it feels like very much that has that light feeling and that light tone to it. Really, just I also loved her voice and just that little sort of arpeggios, which is like or staccatos or whatever you want to call it, in her voice to give that little bit of variation was really good stuff. I was not expecting that, because you don't really, at least from my experience of listening to orchestral and opera music, which is kind of limited, I'll be honest, it's very much almost scarcely used, and as I would say, it exists. It is used, but like it's not very used very often, I would say. At least not from what I've heard. It's very much long, flowy notes in opera. And while there are those short notes in there, it's very much used for a short amount of time. But yeah, overall, man, just great stuff so far. But yeah, let's keep going. Oh yeah, definitely that. That definitely is. And very much is supplemented by electronics, like very much programs. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like how it was like the upper voice was transitioned out. Okay. Damn, okay. That was really good. That was really good, man. It was a bit of a loop, but I love it. It was very much gives off that, again, that light, almost airy and just happier type of sound to it. And just, I love how it was supplemented. The voice, the opera singer was supplemented a little bit with with some electronic effects as well. Especially near the end there, where it was like, where it was very much like, you know, taken out. But it was taken out in a way where it had like a cool effect on it, like that is very typical in EDM music / electronic music, and just wow, and just yeah, man, I love it. It's just, and on all the strings, all the drums, I believe there's a piano in there too. Yeah, there is, and just that all of those instruments really just help to enhance and supplement the voice as well, and really just help to enhance the voice, and is really just there to help the voice pierce through in a sense as well. And just, yeah, great stuff, man. I love it. But yeah, with that said, let's move on to the next boss theme. Alright, here we are with the next song, which is called Where Wind Returns to Celestial Realm, which is the boss OST for our side quest, I believe. So yeah, with that said, let's check it out, and let's go. Okay. Oh, this is just beautifully epic, man. I love it. Just very tense so far. Oh, damn. I'm loving this guitar. Loving this guitar so far, man. Okay, pause for a sec. Alright, so we're halfway through so far. I don't want to talk about it. So, my thoughts so far? I like it. It's very atmospheric, very good. It's also just very tense as well. You can hear the tension in the song as well, especially with how it almost feels also very reserved almost as well. Very just very condensed, very reserved, especially with how, because there's not really many highs or lows so far. It's very consistent for the most part as well, with all the violins, all the drums, all the strings, all the guitar as well. I love when they got the acoustic guitar in there as well, and it really just gives off that feeling of anxiety and tension, that it really feels like something is constrained and like something is being, restrained and unable to be let loose. And it's almost captured almost as well. It gives off that feeling as well. And just that really just that whole, and I feel like that's the intention as well, as that's the whole with all of the consistencies and just how consistent it is. It really does. I feel like that they nailed that aspect of the song. And I'm curious on how it progresses, how this song progresses, honestly, because just with all the way that everything is being smushed together and restrained, when there's no really audible super high peaks and like super low lows, or without any major changes, and with some little additions being added and taken away, I like that. It really gives off that epic tension, that something is restrained and something dangerous is about to be unleashed, you know? And I like that. That's very, very good, man. Just great stuff. And if that was, and yeah, just great stuff, man. But let's keep going. Alright, tension is starting to build, okay. Build more tension starting to build, okay. Okay. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, yeah, that was definitely interesting, for sure. Honestly, this honestly did feel, for the most part, like a prelude to something bigger. It was very, very restrained. Except for a couple of parts where it really was, the song was really allowed to open up a bit more. Especially, as you can probably see, here. All the choir coming in. Everything is very wide. I like that. It's very, very subtle, that release of that tension, but it's quite interesting why they did that and the choices that they made and for that in the context of this potential context. I mean, and just it almost very much reminds me of those classical Western musical RPG styles, like closer to almost I would say closer to Dungeons and Dragons type of Dragon Age, almost Elden Ring-ish. Yeah, almost Elden Ring, close to Elden Ring / God of War, closer to that sort of realm of music and music composition. And just, yeah, man. This is a very interesting track for sure. A very, very interesting track that I was not expecting coming out of this boss, because I really was expecting something more bombastic, I won't lie. But this is very nice and very interesting change of pace as well. But yeah, overall, man, just great stuff. Again, good stuff. But yeah, with that said, let's move on to the next boss theme. Alright, here we are with the next boss theme, the Sentry Construct boss OST. So yeah, with that said, let's dive in and hear what the Sentry Construct has in store for us now. Let's go. Okay. Starting off hard, okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. Go with a different type of sound, okay. Different type of sound from the previous boss themes, okay. Hey. Very ravey, let's go. Okay, let's see what you got. Bring it back. Oh, that caught me there. That caught me there. Okay, let's go. Oh, dude. This is so gosh damn good, dude. Okay. Yep, we're bringing back. Come on. Okay, seems like we're building. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Oh. Oh, dude, that was great. Was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. Was definitely not expecting that kind of sound to come from this song at all. Especially from what I've, especially if we take into account for other boss themes that we heard prior to this point, where it's very much more leaning on the epic orchestral side and more classical side of the musical spectrum. Was definitely not expecting this song to go in this direction, which is the more electronic music direction. Was not expecting that. But good lord, that was good. Good lord, that was amazing. Oh, dude. And honestly, if you guys have watched, regular viewers will probably know that I have a very soft spot for and a deep love for mixing electronic music and orchestral music, especially in this manner. Because this honestly reminded me more of a Punishing Gray Raven track. It really gave off that vibe to me. It really reminded me of a Punishing Gray Raven song. It really gave me that hit right there. And just, wow. Just, oh my gosh. Just good. So gosh dang good. But yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. First off, I was not expecting it to go that hard right off the bat. Was not expecting it to be that hard and that loud right off the bat. Just really big electronic sounds, just opening up with that big electronic sound, and really just, it really does convey that sort of robotic feeling, and that sort of, you're fighting almost a robotic machine, or a robotic-esque machine. And I just love, it's very much like a rave banger for sure. And just, all of the synths were heavy, the bass was very heavy, very prominent. And it was just very like, the drums were heavy, and the synthesizers were very crunchy and gritty as well throughout the track and throughout the song. And just, yeah, man, I love it. And just really brought up the energy for sure. Really got you in the feeling that, oh, yo, you gotta be fast or else you are gonna get hit. And what I love, when they introduced the orchestra and the more classical sections to the song, it really gave off that sort of almost refined and almost elegant feeling to it as well. Which makes sense considering who it's tied to, but like what faction it's tied to. But yeah, just overall, it really just gives off these elegant feeling of elegant movements and just an elegant dance almost. Yeah, and they really tricked me. I said that before, but they really tricked me when they started building. And then it just stopped, and it just went back down, brought us back down to earth a bit more, and I love that. And I love how more of the drops was more so how the drops were both a mix of both electronic and classical as well. Just great stuff, man. I loved it. Just, dude. That song legitimately blew my mind when I first heard it. That just gave me like, just wow. Just almost short-circuited my brain for a second. I won't lie. I will not lie. That song practically short-circuited my brain for the first 3 seconds. Just, yeah, man. I loved it. It really just gives off that great, fun, just, you're in it type of vibe. And you're like, really gave off that Punishing Gray Raven type of vibe as well. Just, yeah, dude. But yeah, with that said, let's move on to the next song. All right, here we are for the next and final Wuthering Waves 2.0 boss theme, for now, at least. Or I think that's all, I believe. Whatever. But yeah, here's the final one. And it's called the Dragon of Dirge. So yeah, with that said, let's give it a listen and see what it has in store for us today. Okay. Very epic right off the bat. Oh, okay. Ooh, was not expecting that instrument there. This sort of almost, I would say, it's a keyboard. I'm not sure, can't remember what it is, but what kind of keyboard it is, but I was not expecting that sound. Ooh, okay. Wow. Oh, dude. Oh, man. All right, sorry. I gotta pause and talk about this, dude. Oh, dude. Oh man, this is so god. Good lord. Oh man. Oh, this is so good, man. Holy fuck. God damn. This is epic. Holy shit. I'm sorry for swearing, but like, gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, this is so good. This really, just right off the bat, it really reminds me a lot of those classical Western fantasy RPG themes with like dragons in them and such. Really reminds me of that classic, sound of like when you really just makes you that sound that really just makes you think of dragons, just overall with how big, how epic, how just in the choir and everything, and just that keyboard string instrument. I can't remember what it is, but I know that's very much a staple of dragon based and types of themes surrounding dragons, and like almost evil dragons as well. And just, oh dude, I just love it. It's very big, very epic, very much. It's very big, very epic, and it's very much like all the choir really just adds to that big epic feeling that you're fighting an untamable beast almost. That this feels like a beast. You're fighting a beast that's almost untamable, or beast that's really just out there to kill you and just defeat you. And you're fighting for your life, and you must fight for your life, or else it's all over. And you're facing a beast that has taken down many before you. It really gives off that feeling as well, especially with all of the violins, all of the drums, all of the choir, and just everything coming together, and the way that is being, and the melody, and the way that's being played as well. With the melody really gives off that classic fantasy dragons, almost dungeon D&D type of vibe to it. And I love it for that. And it's just so brilliant and such a good artistic choice and musical choice as well, especially with this dragon. Like, you're facing a dragon that doesn't really have, at the moment, currently doesn't have any feelings as well. It doesn't care for your feelings. It's only there to destroy you. And just, yeah, man, holy hell. I love it. Let's keep going. Oh, dude, that was just amazing, man. Just holy hell. Just, yeah, dude, that was just outstanding, bro. Oh, dude. That was a great final theme to leave off on, man. Oh, I just loved the melody in that. That melody, man, that just melody was just blissful, amazing, beautiful, and just very, very just almost nostalgic in a sense. Very classic, I would say. And just, oh, I love how it goes from very much as well. The melody very much goes from, and all of the instruments go from dark, heavy to almost light as well, to a more lighter sound as well, where it almost feels like you're on the cusp of victory, but you're still not there yet. It almost feels that way as well with the music, that you're almost at the cusp of victory, but just it's still very much alive, and you need to keep fighting. And it's really just, and I also feel like that lightness that shines, that light tone coming through with all of the instruments and all of like the violins, all of the drums, all of the strings, everything just really almost feels like it signifies there's a light shining on the under the surface from the dragon that's trying to break free, but is being suppressed almost as well by the darkness that is, and the pain that the dragon has inside. And just, yeah, man, just great stuff, dude. Holy, that was just, man, all of the Wuthering Waves 2.0 themes, man, they were just brilliant. They were all just great. So, just, I loved it all. I loved all of them. They were definitely a step up from previous patches. I can definitely say that for sure. I loved it, dude. But yeah, to finally answer the question, are Wuthering Waves boss themes good? As of version 2.0? Yes, they are. I still stand by the answer. Yes, they are. And it's definitely very much a step up. That is for sure. But yeah, overall, man, just great stuff. Amazing. I have to applaud all of the composers for each of these boss themes. I'm not quite sure if they're all the same composer, if they're all different composers. I'm not sure, but to all of the composers, you deserve a round of applause. So here you go. I don't know how good that came out through the microphone, but I hope you get the sentiment. But yeah. But yeah, overall, man, just great stuff. And yeah, I think with that said, I'm going to end the video here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like on the video. And also, if you want to see more, please subscribe. And please let me know what you thought of the video down in the comments below. And thank you guys again so much for watching. Remember to stay humble and be kind to people. I'll see you guys later.